Next, let us build get account REST API. So let's go back to our IntelliJ idea. So here let's first change the service layer. So go to account service interface and let us define the method. So here let's give method name as account DTO. Let's give method name as get account by ID, and then pass ID as a parameter. Perfect. Now we have defined get account by ID method in a account service interface. Next, let us implement this method in a account service IMPL class. So go to account service IMPL class over here. Just mouse over on this class, click on implement methods, select the method that you want to implement, click on OK. Next, let us implement this get account by ID method over here. So here just call account repository. It has find by ID method, and notice here find by ID method returns optional of type account. Okay, so just call find by ID and then pass ID over here, and then call or else throw method over here. Well, let us say the account with the given ID is not exist in database, then we have to throw the exception. For that we can use or else throw method over here. So just call this or else throw method, and then here let us pass the lambda expression implementation. Well, this or else method takes supplier functional interface, and we have to provide the lambda expression implementation for this supplier functional interface. So here is the lambda expression to create a new exception and throw that exception. New, let us throw the runtime exception over here. You can create your own custom exception and you can throw that exception from here. So let us say account does not exist. Okay, perfect. Next, here let us take the return value from this method. Let us say account. Next, this get account by ID method returns account DTO. So let us convert this account JPA entity object into account DTO. For that, let us call account mapper, and then it has map to account DTO, and then pass account. Perfect. And here let me align this properly. Perfect. Now we have created get account by ID method in a account service IMPL class. Next, let us create get account REST API that will internally call this method. So go to controller layer and go to account controller class, and here let's create get account REST API. So here let me first write the comment get account REST API. Let us type the method public and then response entity, and then pass account DTO as a type. Let's give method name as account get account by ID, and then pass ID as a parameter to this method. Next, let's call account DTO and then call account service dot get account by ID and then pass ID. Perfect. Next, let us have a return statement, return and then response entity dot OK, and then pass account DTO in a body. Perfect. Now we have created a get account by ID method. So let's refactor this. Now we have created get account by ID method. It returns the account object, and look at the OK method. So this OK method internally returns the HTTP status 200 OK. Alright, perfect. Next, let us make this method as a REST API by using Spring annotations. So this method have to handle HTTP GET request. For that, let us use add get mapping annotation. Okay, so this add get mapping annotation will map the incoming HTTP GET request to this particular method. Next, let us pass ID to this annotation. Within a double quote slash within a curly braces, just pass ID. So this ID is nothing but a template variable. Next, we need to bind the value from this template path variable to this method argument. For that, we can use add path variable annotation over here. Alright, perfect. Now we have built get account REST API. Next, let us rerun our Spring Boot application and let us test this get account REST API. So from here, let us stop and rerun the Spring Boot application. Well, notice here our Spring Boot application is up and running in an embedded Tomcat server on port 8080. Next, let's head over to the Postman client over here, and here let's create a new request. Let us enter the URL http localhost 8080 /API/ accounts, and then pass account ID 1. Next, click on send button, and there we go. We got the response from the server. And look at here, the ID 1, account holder name Ramesh, balance 10,000, and the HTTP status 200 OK.